This Coast to Coast Entertainment Network program is brought to you by Beside Me Bracelets. Our bracelets are handmade for any occasion. Use the promo code Coast to Coast for 15% off. Visit their website at besideme.com. Suzanne's Paparazzi Jewelry. With 24-hour shopping available, use the code 160920 and show her some love, like she showed us. Reaper Apparel Company, a commitment to live your most authentic way every single day. Visit reaperapparelco.com for more information and a look at all of their apparel offerings. And by Good Day Embroidery, your local source for custom embroidery, screen printing, and more. Log on to gooddayembroidery.com for more information.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to another episode of Entertainment Hour here on the Coast to Coast Entertainment Network. I am Dragon Viper, and my co-host next to me is Mr. Crispy Bacon. How you doing, Mr. Bacon?
I am doing good. Back for another episode. Should be a fun one. So hope everybody enjoys it.
Yep, I hope so too. And I'm doing good. I'm tired. Been a long week, but getting through it.
Right.
So anyway, and we're gonna go ahead and start. Like we usually do, we're gonna start off with the shows from Coast to Coast Network. So go ahead, Chris, and tell the people what they are.
So tonight's Entertainment Hour. Sunday will be morning tailgate. Week 1 of the NFL season, even though there's been games going on, but week 1 of the season will be here Sunday. You also have Between the Ropes, a lot to talk about there for wrestling. Bro Code is back Monday after a long summer hiatus. We're back with another episode. And then Tuesday, you got CGC Rankum. Wednesday, you have our new show about fantasy football and also Sports Minute. And Thursday would be On Deck covering baseball, at least up until October, and maybe sporadically throughout their off season. So,
all right. Well, thank you for that. And yeah, man, can't wait for this football season to start up and get these Cowboys going already. Brandon Herrera says, "What's up, Bacon?" And that guy with the dirty Dom and riddled faces tattoo on his butt. You know what, Brandon? I'm not even gonna start on you tonight. Okay, and John Holder says hi, John. And so we're gonna start off with celebrity news. They're real simple this week. For those of you that haven't heard, Linkin Park, the group from the early 2000s, mid 2000s, their lead singer actually passed away in 2017, Chester Bennington. And anyway, so they're actually reuniting, but with a singer who is a woman. Her name is Emily Armstrong. Now, I have no problem with women singers. I mean, there's a billion out there that's amazing at singing. But, here's the thing that I'm running into an issue with. The fact that, if you're going to replace somebody who's a male that was a singer, replace him with another male. It just, I don't know if I'd be able to get used to a woman being in Linkin Park as the main singer. I mean, I get that bands do that all the time, but I don't know.
Unless they sound totally, well, I don't want to say totally, but close to, what the original person was.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, there, if people recall years ago, Adam Lambert was in American Idol, and he did so well with his performance on American Idol, all his performances, that he actually joined Queen. Queen, had asked him to join, and he does amazing. But the thing is, could you imagine, Chris? Could you imagine a woman being the replacement singer for Queen?
No, I would have never thought that.
Yeah, and like I said, I'm not against something like that, but it just I don't know. It would be weird. I'd have to actually hear it to maybe change my opinion on it, but right now I have to disagree with what's going on. We got some comments here. Sarah says, "Hi guys." Christy says, "Hi guys." Christy says, "I heard Linkin Park's new single, The Emptiness Machine, and Emily Armstrong is really good. I'm willing to give her a chance." And then Christy says, "And I adore Linkin Park. Hybrid Theory is my favorite Linkin Park album." Well, it's mine too. But I don't know. I guess I'll have to give it a chance. But right now, before giving that chance, I don't know. I mean, again, I'll have to hear it in order to actually decide at that point. But I just find it weird. I mean,
it is.
Because Chester was a really good singer. I really enjoyed his vocals. I really enjoyed his singing. So I'll have to watch a video or something to see if there is one on YouTube about it. Yeah, it just right now I just feel like it's weird. I mean, you were kind of agreeing with me on that too, Chris. And I mean, what's your thought on it?
It is going to sound different. Even if you brought in a male that sounded similar, I think it would be really different than what it was.
And then, hold on a sec. And then Sarah says he put his all into it, and you could hear it when he's saying absolutely. I mean, he put all his feeling into it and everything else when he's saying. So, no, I get it. So, anyway, yeah, it should be. I'm kind of interested in hearing her sing. And then maybe if I think she's good, then my opinion will change. But Christy says you could feel all his emotions come pouring out of him when he's saying, "Yep, absolutely." So this should be interesting how this group moves on, from here on out. And then the next story I have is so Michael Keaton. He was popular with the movie Batman, and some other movies. He is actually ditching his stage name, which I never thought that was a stage name. I actually thought that was his real name.
Me too.
But he is actually going to ditch his stage name and go with his real name. Which, I mean, I could see why he had a stage name, because his real name is Michael Douglas. There's other, yeah. So, I mean, somebody else, is named Michael Douglas. So, oh yeah, and Chrissy's right. Beetlejuice. Yeah, he was in Beetlejuice. But
one or two.
One. I don't know, and he is going to be in two, which actually I think comes out today. So
I thought it was already out.
No, it actually comes out tonight, or came out tonight in theaters. But anyway, so he's had the name Michael Keaton for over 50 years. Almost 50 years. That's going to be interesting. Trying to start calling him Michael Douglas now instead of Michael Keaton. I think he's a good actor, but
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, I didn't see what exactly caused him to want to change his name. But
Right.
yeah, so he's going to change it. So now he'll be known as Michael Douglas. Yeah.
Uh-oh.
And then, yeah, Christy Wilson, Beetlejuice. I didn't really care for the movie much anyway. So, I mean,
Well, I think she
I
just
don't know.
called Beetlejuice.
You what?
I think she just called Beetlejuice.
Yeah, only if it was real. But yeah, that movie. I don't know. I mean, is it something you're willing to see? The number 2.
I don't know. It kind of looks. I mean, I know it's different, but it gives me Mask vibes. Jim Carrey Mask. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Kind of gives me that kind of vibe.
I don't know. I mean, I'll probably see it, but I don't know. I didn't really care too much about the first one, so, but I'll probably see the second one just to say I seen it.
Right.
And so then the final new celebrity news that I have is, and again, I cannot stand Taylor Swift.
Yes,
Cannot
you can.
stand her. Every time, Chris, I think from now on, every time her name is brought up, you should edit this and do one of those beeping sounds, like when people want to cuss on TV and stuff. Yeah, do beep every time you hear Taylor Swift. That's what you hear. But I had to bring this one up because I know people have read about it or heard about it. Her and Travis Kelce supposedly has something came to light, some sort of secret document came to light that supposedly her and Travis has some sort of document stating that it was a fraud relationship, some sort of fake relationship out there. And I even read that on that document there was actually an end date. I mean, I don't know. They were talking about it being like a publicity stunt for them. I don't know if it's to, raise the popularity of Travis in football and Taylor Swift in her singing career, which I don't know how that's possible because she's terrible. But yeah, so I don't know. I don't really care about their relationship anyway, but it's just the fact. I mean, did they really have to even come out and say it was a fake relationship?
They didn't have to, but I could. Oh, just looking on the field, I don't think it's fake. But that could just be all a ploy. I don't know.
I don't know. But I mean, if it was a fake relationship, frankly, in my opinion, I don't care. If they had something going on for real, I don't care. It was fake, I don't care. But to those that do care, that are watching this, I don't know if I should, if that should be believable, that it really was a fake relationship for the publicity stunt, or if it was real. I don't know what to believe in that aspect. I don't know.
Right.
But I just wanted to put that out there. Again, I don't like talking about her or Travis, but it's out there. It's knowledge. Supposedly they're in a fake relationship for publicity. I don't know, but I'm just putting it out there. I mean, yeah. Anyway,
the only I guess, side The only side it would benefit really would be the NFL, trying to get the young viewers.
Oh, that could be too. I mean, now if it was a publicity stunt, a fake relationship, uh, who set that up? I mean, did the Kansas City Chiefs have something to do with it? Did I mean, if it really was a setup, who helped out with that? So, I mean, you could be right on that too. Is the fact that they were probably trying to get younger viewers to watch football, but I have no idea. But I was just bringing that up because um, people have read or heard something about it. So, but that, and I get to trash Taylor Swift at that point. So,
Right.
but anyway, so we're gonna move on from that. Next thing we're gonna do is I'm trying a new segment out. It's called "Where Are They Now?" And pretty much what I want to start doing, especially when it's you and me, Chris. I know because we, there's not a lot we talk about, but I want to throw that in there, especially when it's
Yeah.
just you and me. But we're going to talk about Where Are They Now for Saved by the Bell, the main cast of Saved by the Bell. And then I looked this stuff up. I don't know how recent this is because I didn't get to see a actual year on it, but this is what I came up with, what I found out. So you have, and I don't know how much Saved by the Bell you watched.
Off and on.
Off and on.
But I know most. I think I know most of them, like cast and stuff.
Right. Okay. So we have Mark Paul Gosselaar, who played Zach Morris. After Saved by the Bell, he was in NYPD Blue, Commander in Chief, and a show called Mixed Dish, which I never heard of. And then they did, and NBC, I guess, was trying to do a reboot. Again, I don't know how old this information is because that's the first time I've heard of them trying to do a reboot for Saved by the Bell. So,
If you're looking on the same site I'm looking at right now, I think it's 2023.
okay, so,
It's kind
but
of
they,
recent.
and I guess NBC is doing a reboot, and Mark's gonna be one. Mark's one that did sign to be in it, possibly be a dad or something like that.
Oh, and I think they did do a reboot. I can't remember what they called it, but I think they did do a reboot.
Now, but this is what I've got. So I mean that's pretty much all the information I got about Mark. Then we
Mhm.
have Tiffany Thiessen, who was Kelly Kapowski, which watching that show, that was my crush. Um, so high school cheerleader, blah blah blah, kind of thing. But she was in Beverly Hills 90210. She was in a movie called Hollywood Ending, and then she went back to TV in Fastlane and White Collar. So I mean, if you want to see her besides Saved by the Bell, those are some of the shows she was in.
She was also Married with Children,
Was she?
from what I'm reading. Yeah.
Because I know Christina Applegate was the main.
Blossom 90210.
Huh.
So yeah.
Anyway, so, and then what I have on Mario Lopez, who went by AC Slater on the show.
Mhm.
The only thing that was given to me was he was currently on the TV show Extra and
Yeah.
Access Hollywood as a host.
Yes. That's right. At one time he was also on Bold and the Beautiful. I was gonna find. And I think the revived one was he was on Saved by the Bell College Years.
Yeah.
Um, the Wedding in Las Vegas one.
Yeah.
He's pretty much been in anything Saved by the Bell. We'll just say that.
Oh, yeah. And then we have Elizabeth Berkley, who was Jessie on the show. She was in the show or the movie Showgirls, The First Wives Club, CSI Miami, The L Word, and she has a book on the New York Times best-selling list. And her book's name is Ask Elizabeth.
Okay. She was also on NYPD Blue. And CSI Miami.
Yeah.
So.
And then we have Lark Voorhees, who was known as Lisa on the show. She was on the Dr. Oz show, which I've never seen, but I guess it's almost like Dr. Phil show or something.
It's a medical talk show.
But she vented on there about how she was not included in the reboot, which surprised me because she was one of the main characters. Which I just found out that she was fired, so I wonder what happened there. And then she also struggles with mental health and bipolar disorder. So there's that. And then we have Dustin Diamond, who went by Screech. I mean, he did his own, directed and released his own, porn tape, which he got into a lot of trouble with the legal system. He was into drugs. He ended up going to jail in 2014 for stabbing a guy at a nightclub. He didn't do so well after Saved by the Bell. In fact, he wrote a book called Behind the Bell, which talked about his time on Saved by the Bell and how everyone, pretty much didn't want anything to do with him, especially when he started getting into drugs and in a lot of trouble. So, and he ended up, passing away on February 1st of 21 at the age of 44 because he had extensive stage 4 cell carcinoma, cancer of the lungs.
Wow.
So, yeah, he, it was sad to see him go because he really was or could have been a better I can't even talk, better actor. But he just let everything get to his head and had some issues. So, and then finally I have Dennis Haskins, who was Mr. Belding. The only thing I got on him was that he's still doing small parts in shows and movies. So, I mean, he's still out there. He's aging because, well, obviously the show was, back in, early to mid 90s. But he is still.
Go ahead.
Go ahead.
So he was also part of The West Wing. A Million Ways to Die in the West. The Bold and the Beautiful, and I think a couple others.
So even to
Dukes
this
of
day,
Hazzard.
So to this day, he's still acting. So
yeah.
All right, and that's pretty much all I have for the main characters of that show. And now we're moving on to celebrity birthdays, yours and James's favorite segment. So, All right, we have for birthdays today. You know who Michael Winslow is, right? You seen Police Academy?
Yeah.
He's the guy that is the one that makes all the sounds and everything else on that movie. You remember him?
Right. Right.
So it's his birthday today.
57.
Nope, not even close. 66. So he's actually older than I thought he was.
I was 9 off.
Yeah. Then we have you watched Boy Meets World?
Yes.
You
Been a
know
while,
the
but yeah.
you know the girl Angela, Sean's girlfriend?
Right.
Trina McGee Davis.
50.
How old?
50.
She'd enjoy that. No. 55.
That was close.
You were closer that time. And did you know that she was the oldest kid out of all of them that was there?
Really?
Yeah, she was the oldest. So it was a little. They said in an interview that was awkward having her on there dating, somebody who was under the age of 18 when she was 18 already. So, and then we have. I don't know if this one was kind of for James because I know he's a huge Saturday Night Live, fanatic.
Yeah.
And this person was on Coneheads, but Jane Curtin. Like I said, this was more for James because he likes Saturday Night Live.
60?
Nope, way off this time. No, 77.
Because I was trying to think, okay, when did Coneheads come out? And I was trying to estimate that.
Yeah, this was an original cast of Saturday Night Live with Chevy Chase and all them. So, like I said, that was more towards James because he's a big Saturday Night Live guy, from my understanding. And then, have you heard of Macy Gray?
Yeah, I've heard of her.
She's like a one-hit wonder type person, which the only song that she had made it big with is really annoying because of her voice. But anyway,
is it the day of the week?
No, it's I Try.
Oh, I thought you were gonna say Friday, but remember that song?
Yeah.
45.
Not even close. Well, I guess you're a little closer than the last one.
48?
No, 57.
Dang, that was way off.
Then I don't know who in this world wouldn't know who this group is, but Pink Floyd.
Oh, I've heard of them. I went to a tribute concert.
Oh, did you?
Mm-hmm. It wasn't bad.
We have what?
It wasn't bad. I liked it.
Yeah, Pink Floyd, the lead singer of Pink Floyd, Roger Waters.
72?
Not even close. 81. You need James here.
Huh? No,
I
right.
said you need James here because when James is here, you're usually one or two away.
Hey, at least I'm not over, at least I'm under, not over.
Yeah, exactly. No, he's 81. And then we have Mark Chestnut, country singer.
Is that the brother of Joey?
No.
Okay.
But yeah,
40, 47.
you are so off at this point. You're not even near that line.
I feel like I should be on Price is Right. No, higher, lower, lower.
61. Then we have.
Speaking of Joey Chestnut, did anybody see the Face Off, the hot dog eating contest on Netflix?
No, I didn't.
Neither. I heard it was good.
Then we have Jim Carrey's daughter, Jane Carrey.
Oh, I don't want to mess this one up. Watch, I'll say she's one age and she's way younger. 30?
Close. 37.
Okay. That makes me feel a little better. Okay.
And now here's two that I know for one you know, the other one maybe. First one, Braun Strowman.
41.
Yep.
That one I know because I saw it today.
What?
That one I know because I saw the post today.
Oh man. So yeah, Braun Strowman's 41 today. He's actually older than I thought. I thought he was younger than me.
Huh.
And then an older WWF woman from the 80s, Wendy Richter.
60?
How old?
I really don't know.
What'd
I can
you
tell
say,
you like
60?
no. I don't know. I passed.
You were close with 60.
All right, I'll keep my answer.
63.
Okay.
And
You're
if
like,
anybody-
wait, what? It's like, okay, did I get that wrong?
No, I was saying what because I was trying to make sure
Oh.
you did say 60 and not like 50.
And yesterday, I think it was Xavier Woods' birthday.
Yeah, I have no idea.
I don't know how old
And
he
then
is.
this guy, everybody knows who this guy is. Everybody. Jeff
Remember.
Foxworthy.
Sorry, don't know who he is.
55?
Wow, he would like you for that. No. 66. I can't imagine Jeff Foxworthy being 66 today, but he is.
He's done
And
so
then
much.
I've got a few for tomorrow.
Okay.
Gloria Gaynor, the one who sings I Will Survive.
Oh, okay. $59.
Not even really, Chris? 59
I don't know.
and she sang in the 60s and 70s? Oh, she would like you. She really would, Chris. No, 81.
Oh, wow.
And then you've seen the movie American Pie, right?
Yes.
Okay. Shannon Elizabeth, who was the crush of Jim on the movie. That foreign exchange girl, whatever.
Uh-huh. We're going to go 70.
How old?
70?
Chris.
I don't know.
Shannon Elizabeth. She was like 20 in her 20s, 30s in that movie.
I don't know.
She's 51. Oh. And then you know who Devin Sawa is, right?
Uh-uh.
He's a 90s child actor. He was in the first Final Destination movie.
Is he
No.
a child actor?
Yeah, he's a 90s child actor. He was in Casper, if you've seen the Casper movie. When he got turned into a boy for a little while from being a ghost. Have you seen that movie?
Yeah. I'm gonna
Okay,
say
yeah.
I'm gonna say 35.
He'd like you. No, 46.
Um,
And then I have Sugar Shane Mosley, boxer.
okay.
I had a feeling you might know who that is.
I kind of do, yeah. I'm gonna go 40. I don't know. I really don't know. I give up. Where's my flag?
53.
Okay.
It's okay because I got one more for you.
All right.
Indio Falconer Downey, which is Robert Downey Jr.'s son.
I don't know. I really don't know. 49.
Wow. Chris.
I
How old
really
is
don't,
Robert Downey Jr.? Oh,
know.
jeez. Anyway, no, 31.
Okay.
We need James because at least you're closer with James here.
I know, right?
So that's all the birthdays for the next couple days, like today and tomorrow. All right, and then we're moving on to our top 10 list. And I like this guy. This guy does really good alongside Morgan Freeman. He does really good voice work. I think he's a good actor, but we're gonna go with our top 10 actor movies for James Earl Jones. Chris, do you want to go ahead and tell them yours?
Sure. So it took me a while to figure out movies he was in. I mean, I've heard of him and I've seen movies of his, but it took me a little bit to figure it out. But I have a list of 10. Lion King. He was Mufasa.
Yep.
Number 2, in no particular order really, but the second one, I'm sure is iconic. Darth Vader in Star Wars.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
He was also in Coming to America, the original.
Yep.
I'm not even gonna pronounce that name. I'm pretty sure I know what it is, but I'm not gonna.
McDowell's.
Yeah.
No, I was saying instead of McDonald's on that movie, it's McDowell's.
Oh. He was Terrence in Field of Dreams.
Yep.
They put him in another list of Star Wars, but we'll skip that. The Hunt for Red October.
I forgot he was in that.
Cry, the Beloved Country.
Mhm.
The Great White Hope. Conan the Barbarian. Dr. Strangelove.
Yeah.
And we'll go The Sandlot.
Awesome. Yeah, I like a few of those movies. I have them myself, actually. So I have Coming to America, the original, and then Coming to America, the second one. Those I like those. Of course, I have Lion King, The Sandlot, Star Wars, He was a voiceover in Click. If you've seen that or anything, he's the kind of like the conscience of Adam Sandler ish, you know. But anyway, he's on there. I got Field of Dreams and Conan the Barbarian as well. So that's my list of James Earl Jones, and I think he's a really good actor. I mean,
He is.
even in the movie Click, when how did I forget his name? Adam Sandler was talking to oh, darn it, I can't believe I forgot his name.
He'll come to you.
It's I'll have it here.
Please stand by.
Yeah, please stand by. Man, I can't believe I completely forgot the guy's name on there. And I think the guy is a good actor too. Oh, it's
If anybody knows in the comments,
yeah. Oh, Christopher Walken.
okay.
That's right. When Adam Sandler's talking to Christopher Walken and James Earl Jones's voice comes on, Adam Sandler looks at Christopher and says, James Earl Jones, and Christopher Walken sits there and says, yeah, James Earl does a lot, does very good voiceover work or something like that. So, and I agree. So, especially Darth Vader. But all right, moving on to our next top 10 for our actresses. Got Susan Sarandon.
Okay.
And she's a really good actress as well. I mean, on my list, I've got some of her movies. Tammy, she was good in Mr. Woodcock with, of course, I'm blanking on his name too. And it has been a long week. Billy Bob Thornton. I didn't even have to look that up. But yeah, Billy Bob Thornton's in that movie. Then we have Stepmom, James and the Giant Peach, really good in Thelma and Louise, and then the Rocky Horror Picture Show. So, I mean, those are some of the movies that I like seeing her in, and she did very well in. What would be on your list there, Chris?
So yeah, I also have Thelma and Louise. Number 2, Dead Man Walking. 3 would be the Rocky Horror Picture Show. Atlantic City. You also have The Client. Stepmom. You also have Bull Durham. The Witches of Eastwick.
Eastwick.
And I think that's it.
All right, yeah, that's a good list too. I mean, she is a really good actress. She was even on Friends and a few other TV shows. In fact, with Friends, she was opposite of wow. Anyway, I'm dumb blanking. Anyway, so yeah. Oh, Joey. She was opposite of Joey on Friends.
What happened?
Huh?
Oh, you said, oh, and you're like, okay, what happened?
Oh, no, I was just saying I was blanking. So,
okay.
I was blanking in my mind of Joey.
Okay. Right.
Matt LeBlanc, that's it. So anyway, and then moving on, then we have music artist, band, singer, and this week it's about Bruno Mars, which I'm gonna say now. To begin, I didn't really care for Bruno Mars. I thought he was kind of like I don't know, kind of like a flash in the pan kind of singer, gonna be a one-hit wonder type person. And then all of a sudden it's like I start listening to music more and more. In fact, his first song, Billionaire with Travis McCoy, I thought, oh, that's a good song, but I don't see Bruno Mars doing anything else. And then Bruno Mars explodes, and here's his songs everywhere. And so, yeah, I chose him because he's actually grown. Not a lot of people actually grow on me. If I think they're annoying, I'm going to continue thinking they're annoying. Just ask the wrestling community about some of those people over there. But
Dominic Mysterio.
Well, don't even start. I don't need Brandon coming back on or anybody else coming on cheering for Dominic. But anyway, Callan.
I don't need everybody else, Cal.
But so go ahead and list off your 10 there.
All right. So I think the first one, the first two, I think everybody should know. Uptown Funk from 2014, which I did not know that came out that year, but and then Just the Way You Are. Oh yeah, okay, 3, Grenade, Locked Out of Heaven, 24K Magic, I think it's written. When I Was Your Man, Treasure, That's What I Like, Fineness, which is a remix. It had Cardi B in it. Did not know that. And the Lazy Song, which in a I guess the summer, that's probably a perfect song.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I mean, and sometimes I'm feeling that song, on a weekend or something like that. Just want to be lazy, but the rest of me are, feel like, nope, you're not going to be lazy. You're still going to do stuff. So, I don't know much about being lazy, I guess. Even though some people think I am. Anyway, so yeah, good songs on your list. I got some too. Like Just the Way You Are. You started naming some of the songs that I wrote down, and again, I'm thinking, did you read my list or something? So
No.
But
you did not tweet it out or anything, so.
So I got Just the Way You Are, Grenade, The Lazy Song. I got Talking to the Moon, because that's a really good song. Marry You. And then I brought this one up, Billionaire with Travis McCoy. Yeah, I love that song. That's my first song I heard from Bruno Mars, and yeah. Then I got When I Was Your Man, Locked Out of Heaven, 24K Magic. That's What I Like. And then I had a few honorables. Lighters, that one's with Eminem. And then Nothing on You with B.O.B. And then Uptown Funk. So, I could have listed a few more, but I stuck with what I had. But yeah, do you like him? I think he's a really good singer.
He's not bad. I like him in different, songs, and I think he's good.
So, yeah, he really is a good singer, and I think he's still young, so I'm sure with his career the way it is, I'm sure he'll continue bringing out, releasing good music like usual. Yeah, he's only 38, so I'm sure.
He has time.
Oh yeah, he'll be 39 in October. Wow, he's got the same birthday month I do. But yeah. So anyway, unless you have something else, that's pretty much all I've got
Okay.
for tonight.
I do have one thing.
Okay.
You know the song Manic Monday?
Yeah. By the Bengals.
Who wrote that? Yeah.
The
who wrote
Bengals.
that? Right. Okay. But I guess which artist wrote it first to give to them?
Who wrote it or sang it?
Wrote it. Are you Googling?
I am. Because I don't know who the original singer was, or even the original writer.
I'll tell you. It was Prince.
Okay, yeah, I was just about to say it when you said it. Yeah, which that I didn't know.
I didn't know that either. I think I saw it on Facebook or something on a video, it was on TV, and it's like, really? Huh?
Yeah, I had no idea. I thought I knew the Bengals sang it, but I had no idea that Prince actually wrote it.
Yeah, he used a different name, but he wrote it.
That's some information that I'm sure a lot of people didn't know, unless they were a hardcore Prince fan. I'm sure they did. So, but anyway, yeah. Do you have anything else besides that?
I don't.
Okay. Well,
Do you?
I don't. Yeah, I don't have anything else. We're hitting 53 minutes anyway, so we're doing good, I think. Do you have any last comments before we end this?
Thanks everyone for watching and tuning in. Football season's back. Wrestling's been doing good. Hopefully the Rangers continue to be in playoff contention, but a lot of stuff going on, and just stay with Coast to Coast to stay up to date.
Yep, absolutely. Thank you, Chris. And yeah, definitely pay attention to the network. Got a lot going on. I think there was like a show that just started. Although I didn't recognize the name when I got the notification, but I think there's a new show that just started or something like that. But anyway, yeah, thank you everybody for watching, commenting, Christy, John, Brandon even poked his head in a little bit, and my girl Sarah. So anyway, I just want to thank everybody for watching and commenting, and hope everybody has a good weekend and a good night.